What is but what is up? I noticed right as we went live that I didn't actually have our cameras on. What's everybody? What is up, everybody? Oh my God! You want to start this over again? Let's just
Yes.
No. Okay. What's everybody? Welcome back to Hot Makes, the show where we get hot makers on to talk about their hot projects, and how they are hot inspired and where their hot motivation comes from. Can we just put hot on everything? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I thought.
In the description. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me make this smaller so that it's not like covering your face. There you go. And then the second half of the show, we're going to check out the audience submitted I guess friends more than audience submitted hot makes from this past couple of weeks. So as always, links for everything we talk about are going to be in the description down below. If you enjoy the show, consider doing either a donation to the link that should be posted to the Oreo funds, or super chats and all that work as well. Want to be clear too, because I feel kind of weird sometimes when we have guests and suddenly like there's donations. I part of me kind of thinks like, I wonder if the guest is wondering like, are we going to send them part of the donations for being on the show? Like, what are they? Everything that comes into the show comes right back to you guys, in one way or another. So like, I still, if Jim is watching, he'll be like, yeah, but you never sent me. Part of the StreamYard payment is from, to do the stream in the first place comes from the donations, as well as here in the next few episodes, we're going to have our holiday episode, and we always have fun giveaways. And this year we're going to be able to do some really awesome giveaways as holiday gifts on that episode, thanks to everybody who has contributed to the Oreo fund. So I'm pretty excited to give that back to everybody. That's going to be sweet. Anyway, Joey, what have you been up to?
Oh my God, it's been busy.
I was waiting for the moment where you were going to say, hey man, your mic is off. We didn't hear a word of that.
No, it's a good intro. No, a lot of projects. I have been projects I've been working on for like years that I haven't been able to figure out. I have a Gen 2 French cleat wall mount.
Ooh.
That just came off.
If you say today. French cleat 3 times, Pooch shows up.
Yeah, well, actually, he was the first person I reached out to.
Really?
Because I'm like, Pooch, I think I created a modular French cleat that you can 3D print. And
there you go.
He's like, well, it's I don't know if it's going to be strong enough, but I'm like, I will destroy it. I will test it. We'll see.
He was a naysayer? He was saying that it wasn't going to be strong enough?
I don't know. I remember exactly what he said, but I think it was one of those things that challenged me a little bit to, it's probably not going to be as good as like cutting wood, right?
Yeah.
But he has a really good design for his, but there's so many struggles. Wall studs are way bigger, or the space in between them way bigger than your print bed usually can do. So
Tech Jeeper says he's printing some of your draws right now.
Awesome. I'll have to see how this turns out. Another thing I did was, I don't know why I'm pointing at it. I guess I do have part of it. What's the designer? This is part of it, but we're 3D printing a computer case. So we already got it up and running. We got the side panel left. So
you sent me some pictures over text. Maybe you said who the designer was there.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't think I took any photos. I gotta get better about that.
What are you talking about? You sent me pictures.
Oh, but I don't think it was done yet. Like now it's done.
Okay.
Except for this few parts that we got to put on there. I had to do some crazy modifications too, because it was my buddy's computer and he like liquid cools it. And it was like, where are we going to put the radiator?
Yeah, you're right.
The random thing
weren't done, but it looks great.
It was cool. So we did carbon fiber PETG from Polymaker.
Do you want me to pop do you want me to pop a picture up real quick of what you had?
Sure. Yeah, if you have it. It was. My roommate was like, he's like, I think I want a 3D printed computer case. And we 3D printed his graphics card shroud, like, because it was just super noisy.
There it is.
There it is, pretty much mostly together. So,
mostly together, yeah.
I really liked how the carbon fiber PETG turned out, and it printed really accurate too.
I've
And
been loving that stuff.
On the Prusa XL, we painted in Prusa Slicer the neon yellow. So it's like extremely contrasty because like that carbon fiber color is very matte and, you know, dark.
The
It's
shot of
pretty
the
fun.
inside before you put all the gubs in.
Yeah, and what a cool like assembly. Like you could tell this designer, he's very good at like figuring out how to make it structurally sound. So I'm kind of jealous because like everyone has their own little ways of like figuring these things out. It's hard with 3D printing because you know you can't just do anything. So it was cool. I was really just happy with how it went together.
So what's like is it split into bigger sections for bigger printers or smaller sections for smaller printers, or is it just kind of like a one section of split?
It's actually smaller. Like it's 180, so you can fit it on a Bamboo A1 Mini. But I was like, afterwards, I'm like, oh, if it's 360, I could have fit the entire thing on this printer and probably printed it in 2 parts.
Yeah.
And then this is something fun I've been working on too. Is
oh, we need one of those at our house.
This is tempered glass.
That looks
and then
awesome.
the idea is setting your oh yeah,
picture go big.
Yeah. So I literally got this from Amazon like an hour ago, and I'm like, test fit, see how it works. I already got to like adjust a few things, but I'm like, I think I want to start doing like just fun little things like that. Like, I've been in a funk for like too many weeks now, not like coming out with really fun creative stuff. So I don't know. Now I'm like,
I feel you.
I'm getting there. But man, I am also like so overwhelmed right now. Like I've been learning I have to say no to jobs because after starting my new business, I've been like, yeah, I'll do that. And like, I'm 3D scanning stuff. I'm like designing. I think the biggest thing is like printing stuff for companies and other stuff. And it's like, all right, I don't know. I got my own projects and my fun projects. Like I want to get to yours too, because like that's something I like.
It's okay to say no to it if you're too busy, man.
No, those are the ones like there's so many like collaborations I want to do right now, and I've had people reach out, but I'm like, there's all these other things that I'm like, I just gotta get them out of the way, get rid of them, and like start saying no to more things. So that's kind of the hard lesson I'm learning. But
yeah, I sign myself up for too much, and then I end up just not getting a whole lot done, and then that starts creating like an air of like being unreliable, and I don't like having that image. So it's just I get you, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely like, why is he not responding?
Before we get too far, though, I just wanted to say thank you to Andrew Rogers for the Oreos and Eggnog Fund, Bearded Printer, and Jeremy, Final Layer 3D. Thank you guys for being so awesome. Just before, because they started like going further up the chat, and I was like, before I forget about these. So speaking of, I think you said something about coming in the mail.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, from Amazon. Yeah.
So speaking of
that, perfect timing. I didn't even plan this. I'm also not going to say whether or not I may have forgotten I even subscribed to this. This showed up in the mail today. I don't know if you're familiar with this branding right here, but this is one of the print kits from you remember at East Coast Rep Rap Festival? Sorry, 3D Printopia. Ellie and Caleb Kraft, their print kits subscription box. So I'm going to open that at some point when we're chatting. I don't want to like put the brakes on everything right now, but I figured, having Kevin on tonight, it's having all of his cool robotics projects and all of his tutorials that he has, and then randomly showing up in the mail is a small kit. I have no idea what it is. I'm sure other people have already opened theirs. I'm gonna pretend that I haven't seen anything, but if somebody says something, I'm gonna pretend I don't see it. And I figured at some point I'll open it and we'll see what came in it. It's I think I got I think I subscribed to the version that comes with the filament for the project as well. I think it's like they're like small samples of filament, kind of like the sample like coils that you would get, but just enough to do the project, I believe.
That's fun.
So Caleb about to dox himself. I don't care, man. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen if I show you my address? What, are you gonna send me something for free? Oh shucks. Oh no. I don't really care about that kind of stuff.
I spent quite a while checking out that booth, and like every little thing over there was a ton of fun to check out. The little hockey table, the escalator.
So the hockey table was the first one that I got.
Okay.
So they had a special at the show where if you subscribed to one of the subscriptions, I forget which one it was, they have different tiers, but if you subscribed to one of the tiers and then you came up to the booth and you showed them that you just subscribed, they just gave you the hockey table kit. So essentially, like it was, and that was, pre receiving anything. So this is actually the first box I've ever gotten from them, but I do have the hockey table. So it was essentially just kind of like a sign up and you get a free month free, or a first month free kind of deal. But
it's a good idea.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what's in there. I think it's got some candy and stuff too. Nice. Speaking of candy, man,
Halloween. Did you get the after holiday sales?
It was supposed to be before Halloween. Alex from Canadian Filaments, he messaged me. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna send you some stuff," and I'm like, "Cool." And like we all know it was gonna end up being some of that pumpkin spice filament because Sarah and I love it so much. And then he messaged me like a week or so later. He's like, "Well, the package got taken by customs." And apparently it's coming back to me, and then it disappeared, or maybe they stole the package. I don't know, but he was sending care packages like that out to a couple of different people. I don't know if I'm allowed to say who or not, but apparently last time I don't know if I opened it on the show or if it was something that I just showed off, but he sent a bunch of like Canadian snacks in the box that he had sent, like chocolates and like different types of chip flavors and stuff. So I think he was probably doing that too, and it got caught by customs, and I never got it. It never showed up. So I wanted to, and like I don't. He's a super cool dude. He's one of my favorite people we had on the show, and I appreciate like to the end of the earth that he was willing to just send me something because we're friends now, and we chat relatively frequently. But I was like, okay, well maybe I'll just go ahead and order one instead, because I mean I feel like I owe him anyway. But then I was like, well, wait a minute, is it going to show up? Now I'm worried,
Just imagine like you're walking through customs and like one of the guys is just like mowing
eating
down
some
on,
chips. Like... Yeah. He just has like some like a chocolate bar or something he's just chomping on. Yeah,
they're like, this looks good. We need to take this.
Yeah, I'll throw that away for you.
Yeah,
walk over to my car.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one thing that I wanted to talk about really quick, and I swear it's 3D printing and maker related, but last week I went on a very last minute surprise trip to Ohio and West Virginia for work. We had a fabrication shop up in Ohio that was finishing up, or had finished up, some furnaces for the company that I work for, and I went out there to shoot some video of them loading up the furnaces, and then I followed the truck with the giant furnace sidewall down to West Virginia, where it was being delivered to the steel plant that was being built. And I drove way too fast past them a few times so I could get some drone shots of them flying in front of the Football Hall of Fame and all that stuff, just to get some cool stuff for video, right? I realized when I was in West Virginia that I was only about 45 minutes away from Point Pleasant. I don't know if anybody in the chat might know. Are you familiar? Does Point Pleasant mean anything to you?
No, I don't know what that is.
That is the hometown of one Mr. Mothman.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Where he was first sighted, and they've got a statue of him in town and everything. But
I've heard of that before.
Huh?
I have heard of that before. I
Yeah.
didn't put one and one together.
Let me pull up these pictures real quick, because there's a specific picture that I want to get to, but I just want to show some of these pictures. There's the statue, which is ridiculous. Dude has chest hair.
This is like the equivalent of Detroit having RoboCop as a statue.
I guess so, yeah. There were like handmade, like paper mache, like foam in socks style costumes everywhere. I went to the museum.
Wait, this is a whole museum for this?
It was a museum. Yes, it was a Mothman museum. There was a whole archive of newspaper snippets of all the different reportings of Mothman sightings and stuff. But the one that the thing that I wanted to point out was in the gift shop. Where to go? Here it is. In the gift shop, we're little 3D printed. You can see the layer lines. Not the nicest prints in the world, but some of them still have the supports on them. Weren't removed. And the supports, I mean, they're probably there for the bottom of the wings too. But there's this common joke about how the Mothman statue has a booty, how he caked up, right? So I thought it was hilarious that the supports were holding his butt up.
Is that airbrush too? Like afterwards too?
It looks like it was hand painted.
So you're gonna take those supports off, and then it's just gonna be like
the raw print.
Like no.
You know what? I didn't pick it up and look at the bottom. I bet you the bottom's probably the raw print filament color too. But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious. I also had a moment. I could tell the story some other time if you guys want me to, because I don't want to make Kevin wait too much longer. But I had a moment where there was a supposedly legend is that when the area that the building that Mothman was using as his lair was demolished in the 90s, he moved over to a local bunker, and there were like hundreds of these bunkers for TNT in the area that are abandoned. And apparently his new place to live was Bunker 304. And I have a 304 tattooed on my wrist.
In relation to it?
No relation at all. But I messed with the person who worked there. I did.
Yeah. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I walked back in there and I was like, "Hey, there's a sign out here for Bunker 304. What's that about?" And the worker there was like, "Oh, that's our sister gift shop that's a couple stores down. You should check it out." And I was like, "What does Bunker 304 mean?" And she gave me the story behind it and everything. And I just looked at her and I went, and she covered her mouth with both hands, dude. It was one of those moments where I was like, it's okay. It's not anything related.
You're going to be in a newspaper article. It's going to end up in the museum.
I know, yeah. Watch your back for the Men in Black. But anyway, that's what I had going on.
That's awesome.
I'm an absolute sucker for like cryptid stories and conspiracy theories, and like I absolutely anything that's like government cover up, like CIA, like remote viewing, Project Blue Book, Project Stargate, all that stuff. I'm just like, I soak it in. It's so much fun, and it's so goofy but like interesting, I love it.
When you might like my buddy I didn't even know where we were going. He's like, we're going to Oak Ridge, Tennessee. Like we were heading south. And I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
That was that was the east side of the Manhattan Project.
Ooh.
And it's like there's a lot there, and it's weird because it was a whole city, town, whatever.
I got goosebumps.
That was super. It was like you had to wear a number, children, everything.
Really?
Like, and it was gated off. Yeah, because it was like no one knew what they were doing. They were refining uranium and plutonium, and but they have a museum there and everything. It's a very fascinating place, and it was like I've never heard of it before, and then that pieced everything together. So anyways, yeah, my recommendation.
Yeah, I guess it's not too far away from me either.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm I absolutely love Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Festival because every year I get to fly through and walk through the Denver airport, and I soak it all in. I look at the little gargoyles and all the murals on the walls and everything, and I just go,
What's that
aliens.
horse?
Huh?
That horse.
The horse. Yeah. The blue Mustang with the red eyes. Yeah. I just love that kind of stuff.
That killed its designer.
Last podcast on the left, Jeremy said. And then the Y Files is also a fantastic YouTube channel that I tend to really get soaked into sometimes. But anyway, I feel like we've made Kevin wait for too long. You want to bring him in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Kevin, you good? You ready? Ladies and gentlemen, our guest for tonight, Kevin. I should have asked you this before.
I'm gonna let you struggle with it first.
McAleer?
Yeah, you got it.
McAleer?
McAleer, that's it.
There you go. There you go. Kevin, how you doing, man?
Yeah, really good, thanks. Really good. I too am a bit of a conspiracy theory nut as well.
Dude, when you made the comment when I was talking about that and you said Mothman, I was hoping that's what that meant.
Yes.
Ooh,
My favorite movie that. Yeah, just before we get into the 3D printing projects and stuff, I worked at one of the UK's nuclear power stations, Sellafield.
Ooh.
That's where we had the wind scale fire back in the 50s. I wasn't alive then, obviously, but the site itself, it's like heavily protected. There's like armed police as you go in. And I told my brother that I was working there, and I said, there's a lot of stuff that goes on there that I can't talk about, that it's secret. I've signed the Official Secrets Act and all that. And he was like, it's aliens, isn't it? And I was like, I can't confirm or deny.
Was it the tall grays or the short gray?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm a sucker. John S. brings up a good point. You know, he says he's really into verifiable evidence. Conspiracies are destroying civilization. I know there's a lot of false information out there, and like, I do want to take that seriously, but at the same time, you know, it's like talking about a secret government, like a U.S. government plus like remaining Nazi plus alien technology, all working together in a secret base underneath the Arctic. You know, on the inner side or on the inside of the globe that we live on, it's actually a shell world, and there's a world underneath it that they all live in. Like, come on, how is that not fun to just throw at your uncle on Thanksgiving? You know, like. Anyway, so before we get too far, Kevin,
Yes.
if anybody has not heard of you yet, give us a quick who are you, what do you do, and where can people find you?
So yes, so every Sunday night I do a live stream, 7 p.m. GMT, because I'm based in the UK, and yeah, it usually covers like Raspberry Pi projects, Arduino, 3D printing, robotics, MicroPython, that kind of thing. So I do write up all my projects as well. If I just bring up my screen for a second.
Kevin's got the setup for live streams. I need to step up my game.
So yeah, if you go to kevsrobots.com, all my sort of projects are written up there. So the one we did last week about the Arduino maze escape is on there, and there's an ideas page as well if you want to get some inspiration for some projects. And this is all run behind me on that little cluster of Raspberry Pis. Where are we? Just there behind me. I've got a little home lab, and this website is being run directly from there.
That's cool. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so I've got all kinds of projects on here, including like a weird section as well.
Oh, perfect. Weird. Look, this is the conspiracy. This is the aliens episode. That's what. Look, chicken nugget piano. This is right up my alley.
Yeah,
UFOs, Bigfoot, Mothman, chicken nugget pianos. This is the best episode so far. I'll be honest. Next, you're going to tell me you actually built a neuralizer from like that actually like wipes your memories.
So not quite got there yet, but let me just put you back on there so I can see you guys. There we go. Yeah, so I've brought a couple of projects over to my desk with me as well. So this is one of the builds I it's my companion robot. So this is Bubo Tutti. Has a Raspberry Pi 5 inside, and you can see there's got a camera in one of his eyes. That's got a little camera in there.
Oh
that's
man.
cool.
And yeah, it's just running like an animation sequence at the moment, and it'll spring to life.
I know that the beak is supposed to be like part of the face, but I can't not see the panels underneath that as like a big row of teeth with a big smiley face, you know?
Like some kind of a robotic labubu thing. Yeah, so this is all 3D printed. You can see the layer lines there as well, just about. But it's all printed and so on. So yeah, I wear that as like a companion robot. I've got a couple
goes
of
on your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly that. There's like a GoPro mount thing there with it, and just a battery
did you
pack.
come up with that design?
Yeah. So that's
it's
I was
really
thinking about I was thinking like what kind of companion robot could I make, and I quite like steampunk, that kind of era.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it has to be some kind of owl robot, like what was that movie in the 80s? Clash of the Titans, and there was a little robot owl in there. Well, kind of a clockwork owl in there before steampunk had a name, and that robot was called Bubo. So I've called my robot Bubo Tutti. She's got a little
nice
Bubo Tutti.
Let me I'll pull this up.
Tutti, and the reason for that is
what's the Tutti?
One of the things that this can do, that little camera that's in the eye there, it's running a machine learning model. So if you do like a hand gesture like that and you hold it for 3 seconds, it recognizes that you're holding your hand up, counts that you're doing 2 fingers, and then goes, great, I'll take your picture, and then it will tweet or toot out the picture to Mastodon. So that's what it can do. It just connects to my phone as like a Wi-Fi hotspot.
Is he single? Because I would like to introduce him to Joey's camera. Joey is always making hand motions with his camera, and it just moves all over the place.
So cool. I'm still not used to this.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, so just quite a cool kind of.
That is super cool.
So,
and that's running off an Arduino.
That's running off a Raspberry Pi.
Oh, okay.
The Raspberry Pi 5 in there. I think it was the prototype one that I got before it was launched. So luckily get hold of those kinds of things.
John is asking what you use the GoPro for. I think you said it was a GoPro mount, right? For your like how you mounted it.
Yeah. So it's the actual like shoulder mounted strap is like a GoPro harness, and then the actual mount is just like a little GoPro mount there. So yeah,
that's so cool.
That's kind of what that's about. But yeah, so I make kind of like 3 different types of project for the show. There's like hero ones, which is what that is. That's a hero project.
Okay.
Kind of a showpiece. There's helper projects, so they're usually like the tutorial ones, like how do you program, how do you make a robot arm move, that kind of thing. And then there's what I call hub projects, and that's stuff that my audience typically likes, like Raspberry Pi, Arduino, NAS, MicroPython, Python type projects. So yeah, try and rotate around those 3 different topics just to keep myself not bored of a particular thing. I get bored easily. So another one of the projects I created, this is a little robot. So I like to create things that are easy to print.
This guy. Yeah.
So this is a QB. So this is a little Raspberry Pi base robot. You can see it's in there. It does have some panels that cover these things up, but I thought I'd just take these off. And it has a LiDAR on the top, so it can actually see where it is in a room. And
that's awesome.
It can sort of wheel itself around, and you can probably just about see inside there all the electronics jammed in there.
So is the purpose of it to like are you controlling it, or it figures out where it is in the room and it drives itself around?
Correct, yes.
Okay.
So I built this so I could learn ROS, which is the robot operating system. It's like a stack of technology, and if you've got a LiDAR, it can see its environment in effect. It can map out all the different walls and everything, draw a map in kind of 2D, and then you can simply just click on the map and it'll move to it. Because it knows how to control. So yeah, it's quite a cool bit of software, and that's all free and open source. All the projects I do are open source. So
I feel like that would be really useful for like home monitoring while on vacation or something.
Correct. Yeah, you could have
that'd be awesome.
Wheel around the rooms and everything. One of the very first projects I created with my very first 3D printer is this in-move robot. So
I hate it.
That's not what you want to wake up to in your room.
It has red eyes too. We talked about this, people. The red eyes mean evil. Oh man,
Oh, that's cool.
So,
that's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
I was kidding, by the way. I don't hate it.
So yeah, this one was I wanted to build my own 3D printed robot butler, as you do, and I kind of got way over my head when I very first printed this. So yeah, it has a torso, it has arms and things like that.
Wow.
But actually programming that, I didn't know how to program this when I first created it, which kind of got me into.
Reminds me of it reminds me a lot of Sunny from
Yes,
iRobot.
that's what that robot is called.
Is that what you named it?
That's what I named it.
That's awesome.
Exactly that. Yeah, so that's they're two kind of hero projects. This one is the one I made for open source this year. So this is the
I'm glad that
camera.
Andrew is here. The
So, yeah,
PyCon.
This is the Raspberry Pi 5 in there as well. It's got a nice screen on the back, so that's touch
cool.
screen. And yeah, these are the high quality cameras. So you can actually replace these lenses with different size. They're like CCTV camera lenses, but yeah, it works really well. One of the cool things is you can do some like astronomy with this. You can put it outside, go inside the house, connect to it with Wi-Fi, and then you don't get cold.
Yeah.
So you can just take pictures of stars and stack them and all that kind of good stuff. And then one of the other cool projects I did, I created a little Atari VCS case for another Raspberry Pi. So that's a Raspberry Pi compute module.
So is it like an emulator or?
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, so if I
that's
pull that
cool.
There, it's got the Raspberry Pi compute module in there, and I was just really looking for a case for that, and I thought that'd be quite nice.
Right, I'm gonna show my age here for a second. Is that full scale or is it like half scale?
It's about half scale. I've never seen a real one in real life until.
Okay. So I feel less. Okay, I felt really. I was like, somebody's gonna roast me for asking this question.
The real ones are about that kind of size. They're
okay.
Quite a bit bigger, but yeah, it's quite accurately made.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is all 3D printed and wood wrapped. See, it's like yellow 3D print there.
So okay, so it's like a is it like a sticker or like a veneer?
It's like wood veneer.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was like a pain to print. It's kind of got like a ridge kind of thing to it, and there was all kinds of stuff in there when I was printing it. But yeah, quite neat.
But that shape, that specific like geometry lends itself really well to 3D printing because you don't really have. I mean, it kind of hides the. I mean, it's already got the texture to it,
Exactly, yeah. And
Bearded Printer just he said he makes me wish I knew how to live my life.
So yeah, I think the hardest thing is after you've created the thing is like writing up how to build one so somebody else can follow suit. So putting all the files in a format people can consume, like all the STL files, any source code, instructions on how to do that. But I don't consider a project finished until it's written up, so it goes on the website.
And that is something that I wanted to touch on because context. You and I, we met each other at Open Sauce earlier this year, and I think the main thing that drew me to the booth was the miniature arcade cabinet with Sonic on it, and then I think the main thing that Sam picked up on immediately was a fellow like UK accent. But I'm noticing now it seems a little bit more Scottish than I thought it was. But still, we were talking there at your booth for a little while, and funny enough, there's some footage where I pointed the camera at the little arcade cabinet, and I thought it'd be cool to get a quick shot of me of a first person view of me like playing the game.
Yeah.
And then I forgot that we were shooting a video. I was listening to them talking in my headphones, and I was looking and I was playing the game through the viewfinder of the camera with my hand on there. But then I realized I'd been sitting there for like 3 minutes straight, just in that one scene of my hand playing the game. And then I remembered, oh shoot, I'm shooting a video right now. I got to stop. But something that stood out to me about you and your work was you had a lot of projects at your table, but there was a lot of variety at your table of different types of projects, which almost in a way made it feel like this is it. This is all I got. Like there was so much like if you had like one or two examples of like or like if half of your table was one type of project, half of your table was another type of project, I'd be like, ooh, what else does this guy have? But the fact that you had so much variation on your table made me go, oh, okay, cool. Everything I see in front of me is everything that this guy does. And then I went to your website and my mind exploded, dude. Like it's like you go above and beyond to create this. I mean, would you call it a blog? Honestly, like everything has a full write up about it, and everything's available for everybody else to jump in and just do. And there's a focus on open source, and yeah.
Yes, I'll tell you very quickly my kind of creation story with this then. So
yeah,
way back when I got my very first 3D printer, 2017, I checked before the show. The first thing I printed out was a little robot, very similar to this kind of size of robot. So a really kind of desktop size one, Arduino powered. And I was like, great, I printed that. What's next? And I think I found one other robot project that was that kind of size and simplicity. And then there was nothing else. And I thought, I want to find where all the robots are that are 3D printable or easily buildable.
Okay.
And I want to make them. I want to learn how to, to take that to the next step so that I can get my robot butler. And that's the ultimate goal.
Yeah, there was, yeah.
Like an Optimus sort of running around. And yeah, it was really difficult to find the resources. So I created, so that this is kind of a half a shell of one. This robot is called a SMARS robot. I didn't design this one. He's a guy called Kevin Thomas. I think he's a Swedish engineering student when he created it. So I created a website called smarsfan.com. It's still running on the little Raspberry Pi collection behind me there. And yeah, I put that together. I used Jekyll. So you create markdown documents, like really plain text, and then Jekyll builds that into a website. So it's really quick to update.
Really? Okay.
Really secure though, because it's not running like WordPress or anything like that you can't hack it. It's just plain, web pages. And after a while, I was like, well, I can't find any more robots. Well, I'll just collect all together everything I found so far, and I will publish what I've got. And I thought the website's quite plain. There's pictures on there. There's no video content. And I thought, well, I've got the equipment here. I've got like a phone. Phones have got like decent cameras on them nowadays. So just need like OBS or something. I'll just go live and then, build up a repository of information related to building small robots. So that's kind of where kevsrobots came from. That was after I'd exhausted SMARS robots in their entirety, I sort of built up kevsrobots.com. So I want it to be the place to go to learn about robotics as a hobbyist, and everything to do with robotics, everything that's adjacent is on there. So I built courses. I built a little Python program that can take markdown files and build it into a nice course with kind of clickable links and takes you from pages and all that kind of stuff. And then most recently I've added in things like likes, comments, user accounts to kevsrobots.com. So soon it'll be a bit like printables or Thingiverse, where you can create your own projects and upload similar kind of
but for full projects.
Correct. Yes.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So, and again, it's over and on 4 Raspberry Pi 5s just behind me there.
I'm gonna be looking out for when you make a feature like that live, because the benefit of something like that, kind of like the benefit of like Etsy or Thingiverse, as opposed to like posting stuff on your own website if you don't necessarily have an audience built up yet, is that it is already a resource where other people are going there to find similar things, and you could show up in front of their eyes without having to put as much effort into organic growth. Also, I just realized all 3 of us are wearing hats. Hot Mix Hat Club.
Yes.
Got the memo.
So if you end up if you end up rolling out a platform where people, it's like basically a community driven or a community available blog, like project blog. I'm so on board. Yep.
It's cool. The features are built. I'm just tweaking a few of the things on there at the moment. It's a bit like Instructables, and there's like you build a step and it's like an extra row, and there's just a bit of friction. I want it to be so simple to put it together that people they'll just naturally use it. So yeah,
that's awesome. So kind of like a marriage between like things and a blog, but also what was the I can't remember the name of the website we used to use for it's going to drive me nuts now, but it was a website that we used to use at CMCNC for our like assembly docs and all that stuff. It was, it was designed to have a bomb at the beginning and, categorizing things by steps and having images associated with specific steps and stuff like that, color coded, that kind of stuff. But that was not meant to be like a public facing or like audience public available thing for people to use. It was just for the company to push out their stuff. So this is like, this is like that, but it was like, was it Dazuki? It was something like that, but it's like that, but with all of the community elements that we're used to and the sharing elements that we're used to. That's awesome. That's cool.
So I've been building out all that functionality, and there's a surprising amount of engineering that goes into like putting a comment thread, for example, together on a website. So only people with accounts can create comments. You can like comments, you can reply to comments. There's a thread of them. You can edit a comment and it will save the previous version. All that's now live on kevsrobots.com. It also gives me a little indicator of how many people have viewed the page. So which are the most viewed page? What are the things people are drawn to on the website? So Pico projects is one of them. So these little Raspberry Pi Pico controllers, got one on the little board there. These are really popular.
I didn't even think about that too. Like if you're already setting it up where people are categorizing their projects, then oh man, like because then I could just be like, I bought a 5-pack of these Arduino Unos or Arduino Nanos for this project I was working on. I only used one of them, or I fried one of them, and I only used another one. So I have 3 more left. What else can I do just for funsies with this Nano? And then you could just that's awesome.
That's a good idea.
I'm on board with this. I'm so on board.
There's so many things we can do. Like you can have competitions, and it's bragging rights. So badges is a feature I'm looking at adding to the site soon. So if you've one of the most popular projects on the site, you get a badge for that. So many different things we can do to make the community even stronger. Yeah, exactly. Gamify it. Yeah.
I love it. That sounds awesome, dude.
So that's a side project in itself.
That's a huge project.
So I guess you kind of told us about where the idea of the website /blog came from. It came from you finding it was a need that you had. So you supplied it. You were like, well, I want this and it doesn't exist. So I'm going to make this, and I'm also going to make it available for other people.
Yes.
Which is where like the best ideas come from, right? It's where I tried to find this and it didn't exist. So here it is, guys. But like, what did you say? Forgive me. I don't know if you said anything about like your background, like where, like, how did you get into this kind of stuff?
Yeah. So I have a degree in computer science. I've always been into computing, and I've always been into making as well, but probably only since I got that 3D printer, it really kind of exploded from there. And I've never really had a computer like programming language that I was comfortable with until I learned Python. And that's probably only in the past 5 years that I've discovered Python and how easy and quick it is to develop stuff in there. So I've just kind of exploded the amount of things I've created using MicroPython and Python. For people that don't know, MicroPython runs on these embedded microcontrollers. So. And the benefit of Python is you don't have to compile the code. So if you're developing something, you can just change a piece of code and immediately, without having to compile, because it's interpreted, it runs. And it just means that time it takes to develop things is real quick.
Yeah.
So, and I'm very much into, if there is something that you want that doesn't exist, build it, make something. So another example of a kind of side project that I created recently is this MD to script program. So the idea of this is it will convert Markdown into a professional screenplay PDF. So if you're recording a video and you want to, so I've got a little example here. I'm just going to cut and paste this example code here, and there's a little text edit. If you paste that in there, so that's very simple Markdown. You can see there's certain characters that this program will recognize, and it will convert it into a PDF for you. You can even include like shot lists. It will even generate a Final Cut Pro video file with all the clips correctly. Like,
for real?
Yeah, it's all free. This is on MD to script. So there we go. There's the script that it's just spat out for me. as a PDF file. So really cool. That was one of the things.
I love that. That's
I've
awesome.
also built this little noodle planner. So that, again, Markdown is my favorite way of creating anything. So you can create like a real simple project plan. This is what I do for my day job, a project manager. So things like timelines. This is all generated from this little piece of code the side of the screen, but it's just Markdown. It's just like task names. So if I just got rid of all that and just had like, requirements, build, design, whatever, deploy, support, purposely doing the typos. So if I now go to this report page, it's built out a little project plan with those things there, but you can double click on them. You can then rename that, correct it, and it's updating the code in real time that's to the side. And if I do a little shortcut, like a little star in front of each of these, it'll link them all together. So there's kind of like a sequence of activities. If I just press return on there, you'll see the little Gantt chart will build out little dependency kind of structure. But yeah, it will give you the timelines. It'll show you a little Gantt chart that you can grab and move things. And even if you've got like resources, if I've got like a Kev, for example, it knows that I'm now doing one task and it's going to take, the default for each task is like a day. So yeah, again, this is just like a free bit of software that I've created that's very straightforward, easy for people to consume and use. So,
the back and forth between the code and the like graphical part of it, and how it like you can make changes on either side and it instantaneously changes on the other half of the screen. It reminds me a lot of Coffee Cup.
Yeah,
But
so
I don't know if Coffee Cup is even a thing anymore, but that's how I originally learned how to write HTML.
Yeah. So yeah, that's another
crazy.
little side project that I've created while I'm bored between contracts. So yeah, let me just go back to me.
That's very cool. That's very cool. So are most of your projects okay. So you've got your hero projects.
Yeah.
And then you've got your kind of secondary, tertiary, but those are all like building things with your hands and then doing some coding and stuff like that. Are projects like this, the one that you just showed us, are these also kind of like that continuation of I have a need for something, so I'm just going to make it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think that's probably where the best tools come from, when you're fulfilling your own need in some way. And one of the things I've discovered, because I commit to doing a live stream every single Sunday, there are some weeks where I've not finished a project, and I think, what's the story that I'm going to tell there? What will be interesting for a viewer to watch? And it can be if something went wrong. So one of the projects I've been working on is a little 3D printable drone, and there's a little PCB that I designed on there as well. And this doesn't work currently. There's something wrong with some of the components on there. And it's meant that that project's ground to a halt until I fix that.
Man, I'm telling you, making a drone that doesn't work, that's just not going to fly, man.
Love it. So yeah, that was something I learned early on, is that you can have a failure, and that's just part of the journey. Yep. Because if you tell people this, that it's gone wrong, it's like that classic story arc thing about the hero has a mission, he fails, and then how does he recover from that? It's kind of like the hero's tale, isn't it?
One of my favorite like maker YouTuber guys is Morley Kurt, and that's exactly why I love anytime he releases something, because I feel like 80% of his video is just talking about all the ways he screwed up. And he doesn't try to hide them, he doesn't edit them out, he doesn't just do like quick little like, I tried this and it didn't work, so I tried this other thing and it didn't work. He actually, like, you watch something for 5 minutes and then it's like, and that didn't work, so I tried something else. And I was like, you actually put all of that footage in? That's awesome. That makes me feel like it makes me feel really good about like my own process and our own, I don't want to necessarily say failures, but road bumps, I guess.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that you're doing that.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of that goes on behind the scenes in a lot of the projects that I do, and it can be sometimes not that the project has gone wrong, but maybe you haven't got a certain skill set, or a tool stopped working, or the material wasn't available. There's all kinds of things that can be of interest to people that you can bring into this. So yeah, for me, half of the time it's just like thinking about what will be the interesting learning point with this. Now, a lot of the reasons that I document things is just purely selfish. I want to remember what I did and how I did it, because
Honestly, I was thinking that earlier. I was like, that's a smart way to like mask the fact that I won't remember anything and claim that I was doing it for everybody else.
so I do use Obsidian as like a note taker. I like the way you can like link notes together and everything. So I use that as like a place to put all my ideas. So I've got an ideas board on there that's got thousands of ideas, and I categorize them.
Awesome.
How doable is the project? How interesting would that be? Is it a helper, hub, or hero type project? Is it Raspberry Pi? Is it 3D printing? And I try and rotate these things around so that there's always something for at least one member of the audience to look at each week. Yeah.
I'm taking some things away from this too, because like that is seriously, like I'll be like, it's always when I'm like driving or taking a shower that I'm like, oh,
Shower.
I should
Absolutely.
do this project, and then like I don't write it down, and then it's like months later I might like randomly think of it again, and I'm like, gosh, I wish I could have started on that. I had time.
That's right. I had that $1 million idea 3 weeks ago.
This is like one of those ideas that I spent so long trying to figure out how to make it 3D printable, and it just, and it's usually it. It's usually I'm thinking of assembly and like how can I make that work, and it's so hard sometimes,
Yeah,
and that can be part of the journey as well. Like when I created this this robot, there's 2 big hemispheres, and the amount of support material it takes to print that large, it's not insignificant. And the printers that I had at the time, I had 2 Ender Pro 2s, Ender Pro 3, something like that, and they weren't great. They, things would come unstuck from the bed, and so you do start thinking about how can I productionize this. So printing a robot that's all flat-sided, they're really quick to print. So creating something that's like this can actually be really quick to print. So I do now think a lot more about 45-degree angles on things, because you can print that without supports and so on.
What orientation you're printing it at for strength, or that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then
designing with the tools in mind.
Yes,
I did that recently. We wanted to make a model. I really should have showed that off, but I'll end up taking some pictures and showing it off on a future Hot Makes episode, because it was so good that I now have to make 3 more of this model. But a lot of times, if we're making models of some of the equipment that we make at work, we'll just take the CAD files from our engineers. They'll export it, and then we use this crazy expensive software to like convert it into something that's an STL that's kind of 3D printable, and like adding logos to the side and stuff. And we wanted a functional model of something, and I was like, well, that's not going to work then, because like the only way this roof is going to open is with a string instead of a steel chain, and I don't have a steel chain that's 1/6 scale, so we're going to have to use a string, which means I can't use that file. I need to design my own that has a specific hole on it. And like these pieces that hinge, we're using these giant pins with retainer clips in them. I need to make this work with M3 bolts. Like, so it would just be better to just redesign it from scratch with that in mind. With the fact that I'm 3D printing it and I have real world smaller scale hardware that I'm working with. Ultimately, when it's all done, it's 1/6 scale roughly, and like realistically, the proportions and how the mechanics of the things work aren't necessarily accurate to the real life thing, but it's a model that works and shows off the functionality of the thing. Like there were rubber gaskets on it. I just made a channel that fit 175 piece of filament, and instead of using any kind of like real life rubber gaskets to make a 1/6 scale rubber gasket. It's just a channel that I press some raw TPU filament into to represent a gasket. But like that wouldn't have been doable with the models that we exported from the engineering software. And designing with the tools you're planning on using in mind and the resources you have available in mind, or that you're planning on utilizing to make the thing real in mind, makes a world of difference. So I get exactly what you mean. I feel like I'm talking too much. Okay, bye.
So I also created this. This is my Robot Maker's Almanac. It's a little pocket book, a bit like the Field Notes.
That's cool.
Style.
Yeah.
It has things in it like I don't know if you can see this because of the light, but dimension. If I go to the other camera, actually, let's go over here.
Oh, look at that. Fancy.
Yeah. Wow.
Yep. So things like dimensions. There's some Raspberry Pis.
What?
So common, things that use all the time. These little motors, I use a lot of those.
Do you sell this book?
So I did until the sort of tariff thing made it really difficult to ship this, particularly to the US.
Oh
We have the same issue in Europe, to be honest, with Brexit. So
could you sell a digital copy?
I could.
Or if somebody in the US wanted to work with you with a local printer,
there we go.
And be your distributor, basically.
Because that's a cool idea.
Because one of my favorite. Let me see if I can go find it. Well, I don't. Yeah, go on. Continue.
Yeah, so I bought the machinery to make these like myself. So I've even made my own little maker notes, which are just like little blank notebooks. So I've got like the industrial stapler, the industrial corner cutters, and all that kind of stuff. So
that's a lot of work. I went to school for graphics design, so I know like you gotta. It's more to the pages than you think because how you're putting them in there. What's on the other side.
That's it. So that was another one of the pieces of software I created. I don't think I've released this one, but these are we use A4 paper in the UK, kind of A4. So you could fit two of these on an A4 sheet.
Gotcha.
So I thought to produce this, this is a PDF that I create in InDesign because it does all like the numbering and everything. But then the output of it is a PDF file. And I've got a little utility I wrote in Python that will take a PDF and it will put it onto 2 pages, but it will correctly do all the page ordering because, like you said, when you're printing this out, there's a weird sequence to it. So you can put in any PDF and it will print 2 of them on a sheet of paper, just so you get twice as many, when you're cutting them on your guillotine. So yeah.
I want to be like Kevin McAleer when I grow up. I couldn't find it. I was going to. You reminded me of a book that I got at, I think it was a San Francisco Maker Faire, like 2017 or something like that. And I was about to be like, yeah, kind of like this. I still have it. I keep it around because it's the whole back of the book is just like resistance and like how to code hello in different coding languages and just references for measurement conversions and all that. And I can't find the book, so I guess
you're gonna find it right after the show.
Oh, so, I am.
We've got code and things like that in there as well. Little code snippets. I want to update this.
You know what you need to do? Just bring a box of those with you to open source next year. Smuggle them in.
But you'd also probably want to make it so it's like this is a useful tool, but maybe do something with your website or something, like use it like a promo item then, because it's like people would probably hold on to that for a long time because it'd be so useful and they'd always think of you. So
yeah. So again, I think that's also a part of making.
I imagine that meme of the cartoon X-Men Wolverine like laying in bed looking at the picture fondly, but it's like Kevin's book.
See, I think like promoting what you do is also part of the project isn't done until you tweeted it on every platform that there is. Blue Sky, Mastodon, all of them, Threads and Instagram. At least once, just because you put all the effort and energy into it, people need to see this. And, and I think that was the idea behind kevsrobots.com was I'm building my cathedral one brick at a time, one blog entry at a time, and I know that on day one it had just one image on there, and you know, over time, 10 years from now, it'll be, you know, much bigger than it is today. And you just got to have that kind of like long-term view of it, and just to improving it one little bit, 1% each day.
It's funny you mentioned that, because like I've thought about it recently. Like I'll do these little like one-off projects for companies and other little things, but then when I'm like 3D designing things and whatnot, it's going in building onto a collection. You
Yeah.
know, I'm already in like the hundreds of models
Mhm.
section of like things, and
Yeah.
but I've been doing it for years now, and I'm like, this is all like compounding. Like it's like those
Yeah.
models from years ago are still relevant today, and it's like I've never had anything like that before. And I
Yeah.
think like a lot of people who watch this are kind of in that same kind of you know, they make a lot of these things too, but it's a unique thing, because it's like like I worked quite a bit in like manufacturing, and it's like you make one thing, you made one thing, but it's like very interesting how online we can make one thing and hundreds of people, thousands of
Yes.
people can use it.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
people might
definitely
go back to it like years from now and still find it.
Yeah. So
And that's
it's
it.
fun
So
to
if you
think
leave a
about.
little trace behind of some, you know, whether it's just a, you know, blog entry or a full website, whatever it is, if you leave some trace behind, people will find that.
Yep.
And you know, if you can tell a narrative, that's, you know, one of the things I wanted to do with the website was just tie themes together. So if, you know, if I'm doing something on Arduinos, what else have I done in that area? And maybe some other ideas can kind of, you know, percolate and bounce off each other, and then you come up with a unique idea that's not been done before. And you know, we do get obsessed, I think, as makers, of trying to create something that hasn't been done before. And there is nothing wrong with just creating something that has been done before, but just doing it yourself. You know, you learn the skills. And
I think what's the phrase? It's like originality is a lie, authenticity is everything.
Yes.
There not a single thing is brand new. Everything is just an amalgamation of the experiences that have made you. And if you literally follow a project step by step, you're still going to make it different. It's still going to have your touch.
Yep. And one of the things I decided to do early on, particularly when I was, you know, committing to doing a YouTube video every single week, was that I was just going to pick one topic and go with that. So rather than becoming like, you know, a master of every single type of making and every type of tool and machinery, I'll just stick with robotics. It's quite a narrow field compared to some other hobbies that people might have. And we can do things that are adjacent to that occasionally, but, you know, that's the one topic. You know, if you make a kind of caricature of yourself that people can easily latch onto, like, you know, Kev's the MicroPython guy or the robotics guy, then, you know, that's the person that you are from their perspective. You then start doing something about, you know, I don't know, cooking or something like that. They might think that's a bit odd. That's not what they normally do.
Like a 3D
Cooking and robotics.
A 3D printing channel that does a review on a deck. We were all making fun of Jim about that quite a few years ago when FlexiSpot was doing their sponsorships with all the different like 3D printer channels and stuff. And Jim's channel is primarily 3D printing related. And then he released a video that was a review of a desk, and everybody was like, "What? Where did that come from?"
See, you got to. Oh, I was gonna say you gotta be like Linus Tech Tips and just do everything.
Yeah. You do get like random. I think every day I'll get some company saying, you know, we make stand-up desks or a chair or
I think Sam did that with a chair too. I think he said some company sent him a chair, and he's like, "I'm a 3D printing channel." What am I?
Well, yeah, but you sit down, don't you?
Yeah, exactly.
So
Brought to you by Oreos, water, and whiskey. Speaking of whiskey, I got a project to show off here. I think in the next episode, I should have the project done. Got a big whiskey project I've been working on.
Like 3D printing, or is it like whiskey?
No, it's well, I mean, like it's laser cutting and laser etching, but it's like 600 plus boxes and bottles of custom barreled whiskey that I've been working on, kind of stuff.
That's cool.
How to cook a robot. There we go.
A robot.
I've actually thought about the same thing, because like when I get time, Like I bought a 3D scanner. I want to start getting into things because right now it's like, yeah, everyone's like, you just make drawers. I'm like, there's so many other things I work on, but like I can't
But you're the
just
drawer
do all
guy.
this random stuff. But I really want to get in like automotive stuff and all that. And it's like, I don't know. It's like, how do you piece it together? I know some people will make like multiple accounts, but then it's like, okay, now you got like two things you're trying to like manage.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I don't know. I don't think I could do that.
I've been trying to post some of my designs on websites, and I think it's like there's so many like I can't imagine having multiple brands to manage on these like 5 different websites that everybody's active on. And that's not including the social media where, like you were saying, Kevin, like posting the stuff too.
Yeah. That's it. And that's why, again, if you have your own website, you can curate that yourself. And if, you can double down. So every project I have will have a link to the video because I create content for YouTube to get the pittance you get to add revenue from that. That's kind of currently my only source of income.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Didn't you say you were project manager during
yeah, a freelance project manager. So
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say earlier the most mind-boggling thing I've heard this whole time is you saying that you are doing all this on top of like an actual like day job.
Yeah.
But no, doing a freelance work contract makes a lot more sense because otherwise I don't know when you sleep.
Yeah. So I do have a schedule for this because I commit to that live stream every Sunday. That means I have to have like a sequence of things I do. So whenever the ideas come to me, they get put onto that Obsidian list. I'll look through on a Tuesday to see, what idea will I work on this week for that live stream on Sunday. So in the evenings, I will work on, what it is that project is going to look like. So do I need to design something? Do I need to go through all the iterations because I can never design it once and it just worked perfectly first time. There's always like, it didn't fit right. I've got to print it again. So I end up with like 400 copies of the thing that are not quite right that nobody ever sees. But yeah, by Saturday, I'll probably spend most of Saturday writing up the project. I do slides. You were saying before about PowerPoint slides and so. I do slides as well, but again, that just gives my live stream a bit of structure. I find I can't really read scripts. I've only just got this new teleprompter in place today, so hopefully that'll make things a bit better. But yeah, so I like to talk to bullet points, and I just find it easy if I've got something I can show on there, and then I'll do like a live demo of whatever it is I built using the overhead camera and so on. Yeah. So. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's my.
It's awesome that you have so many.
Interested.
There you go. Yeah, we were talking in the green room before we hopped in that you showed that over the shoulder camera, and I was like, I feel a lot better about my office now. I'm not the only person who
absolute mess.
I had to like shove some things around on my desk to have room for my arms just for the show.
Yep. Yeah,
I get
it. Same here.
It's the Doc Brown. It's the Doc Brown effect. We're doing cool stuff, and then our laboratories are a little messy, but we're doing cool stuff.
I know everything is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You gotta keep like everything within reach, like all the cool things. You never know when you need this.
You never know when you're gonna need that. I would show. Well, yeah, I can't show that because we'll probably get taken off. But
now
Halo.
We're wondering what.
Okay. It's a Halo pistol, but now I'm nervous to show those things. We had Bill Duran on, and Bill Duran and I were showing off our 2 different versions of Ray's NN14 blaster, and then boom, the stream got taken down because they looked like firearms.
And Big Mouth Billy Bass.
That was the real reason.
That was the real reason.
Conspiracy theories, man.
Yes,
Here we go. It's Big Mouth Billy Bass didn't want us giving away their secrets.
Did you modify your Big Mouth Billy Bass?
Of course, I made it. Let me bring that up. That's one of the weird projects that I created.
Yeah, this is like I love these projects around Big Mouth Billy Bass. Like that would be if I do anything.
Cry. This is perfect.
Hopefully, we don't get kicked off again.
I mean,
let's see where I put that. There we go.
Moment of truth.
Careful. You know how big Mouth Billy Bass is.
There we go. So back in July 2022. And this was when the Raspberry Pi Pico W came out, and that was like a new thing.
Mhm.
And
So is this a guide on how to do it?
yeah, exactly.
Oh my god,
So-
I'm gonna read this.
There's a website, mouthpi.co. I think it's probably offline at the moment, and that would be like a live link to that Pico, and you can basically press a button and it will open its mouth, or it'll flip out the tail or the head, and you can control it from the.
So you can. So is it to control, like remote control it, or to or to program custom animations?
You can remotely control it. You can press a button and it'll open its mouth, and there's a picture of what it looks like when it's doing that. So yeah.
So Joey, you remember when we were talking about Big Mouth Billy Bass?
Yes.
And, I was talking about the restaurant down the road from me, the Flying Fish, and how they give you. There's a restaurant, Kevin. There's a restaurant down the road from me. That's it's called the Flying Fish, and they do this thing where if you bring in a Big Mouth Billy Bass, it doesn't matter if it's working or if it's not, or if you've customized it, or if you turned it into an art piece or whatever. If you bring one in, you get a free meal. So the restaurant has hundreds of them lining the walls.
Yes. I think
I should do that.
Yeah,
I should do that project, and then every time we go into the restaurant, I control it and make it move and stuff, and then like it doesn't move whenever I'm not there. What is that? What was that about?
That was. Oh, did I click the wrong one?
Oh, there you go. Bring us wrench out of nowhere. Yay, that's what they call him, Joey Big Wrench.
You got to be within reach.
I'm so on board with this.
I have a broken. It's the catfish one. I don't know if it's off brand or what. Probably says like, like copyrighted stuff or something. But anyways, it's broken. So I think this would be a good project. Maybe add features.
Maybe we should do a thing where somehow we put a Big Mouth Billy Bass like in the background of one of our camera feeds, and like anytime we play like a sound effect, it comes out of his mouth instead. Like
love it.
Hey, we could have anything people write in chat. It says,
"Oh no,
no!"
Have you ever done that? Have you seen that happen before?
Oh, I've seen
spamming noises. People would never let it go.
Anytime there's a curse word or something, I just want to like scream like a goat or something random. Amazing.
I love this comment. Make a Big Mouth Billy Bass at Murph that reads the humidity level in the air and gives you updates. I love this.
Love that.
Or just complains.
We were talking before about like curse words. I had to create a list of all obscenities that I wanted my website to block. So if you go into the comment section and you want to write something that's offensive, and there are a lot of offensive words you can type. Turns out.
Did you have to like look up like some lists online of like what? Because like people can get creative, man. Like I doubt like there has to be like a list somewhere of like here's what you should probably block on your website, where like half of it is like I don't even know what that means.
But what you can do is you can run a large language model on a Raspberry Pi 5, kind of in slow time, that goes through the database of all the comments, and it will just give you a sentiment analysis and say this looks like this could potentially be offensive or not.
Really?
Yeah, you can do
that's
that.
Cool. So it kind of like it doesn't necessarily read the exact words; it reads the context around them. That's cool.
I can tell you. Yeah. So it's not instant. The old llama is quite slow on a Raspberry Pi 5.
Yeah.
Just run. Yeah.
Just imagine at Murph, he had one of those Big Mouth Billy Bass. Why is the floor so wet?
But it has to be like the voice lines have to be recorded like by like an angry Italian grandmother, you know, like just screaming at you.
Just have like ChatGPT do it, but like it tries to do the like different voices, and it's really bad at it.
Yeah, it's reading the stage direction where it just says a line normally, but then it says in the voice of Morgan Freeman at the very end.
That's one of my favorite YouTube short things at the moment. There's a guy who does auditions for AI actors, and the AI actors are just terrible. And
that sounds awesome.
Do that again, but less weird.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, it's funny.
Well, hey, we are we're getting there a little bit on time. Do you guys want to check out what people have submitted to check out some of the hot mix? Kevin, you're gonna hang out with us and check out the hot mix people sent in?
Let's have a see what there is.
All right, let's have a look. Ladies and gentlemen, hot mix. I totally pulled a Jim, and I didn't share my screen until the bumper started playing. So I was frantically. I was like, I have 15 seconds to get this thing up. Anyway, so first one we have here, we have Ratio Product Lab. Jim runs down one of his favorite 3D print. He runs down one of his favorite 3D printers. Am I reading that correctly? What did the printer do to you?
Yeah.
Wow. The P1S. So it's 36 seconds. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but it looks like just kind of chatting about. Can you hear that? Is it sharing the audio? No.
No.
Dang it. Yeah, so he's just kind of given a synopsis of the P1S and why he likes it. Cool. We do love a good P1S. Uh-oh. Oh no. Are you serious?
Merch.
So just want a mug on Bearded Printer's Twitch stream. Thanks, Jedi Spidey, for the giveaway. Motivate. Oh, and some neat products. So we've been talking about this the past few episodes. Bearded Printer, he just posts his let's see if we can find it so that Kevin can get a taste of the beard.
I like the inverted beard logo.
I know.
So good.
So, am I not logged into things? That's how long ago so yeah, this kind of stuff where he'll make a post and it's just got the best call. Wow. And like cherry opens. Neat. The neat gets me every time. Big.
He needs the coffee cup just needs to have his logo and on the back just say neat.
Yeah. So I didn't know that he was making neat hats. I need a neat hat.
That is pretty good.
This is fantastic.
This is the new Supreme or whatever.
It just neat.
He's gonna be in like Times Square or something with just like neat. It's like the brand on the storefront.
Oh yeah, that seems like something you'd have in like the neat brand is in like the gift shop at like Meow Wolf or something, you know.
Oh man, is that a neat?
Oh my god, it's got the beard on the side too.
Oh, that's good.
So is this designed with the? Nope, it just says neat. I love it. I gotta get a neat hat. All right, Bearded Printer. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Tech Jeeper, we have the Ori No. Using the Flatforge plugin. Okay.
Oh.
So it looks like an Oreo, but it's not.
Wait, so this was it printed in one go or is it multiple parts?
Well, it's a Flatforge, so I'm guessing.
Oh wait, it's completely flat. Like
I don't know that it is, because is this because the light is coming from up here, or is that because it's got some thickness to it? This almost looks like it's rectangular, but that looks like it's round.
It's tricky.
But how does it attach? Let's see here. Is there
real?
and there's only one picture in the posting too, man.
It's just a real cookie. Not even a 3D model.
I think Tech Cheaper is here. I haven't been checking the comments. It's not completely flat. It has cream. It's almost more confusing, dude.
Yeah.
Printed in one part. Flatforge is on top and on bottom. Okay.
Oh, okay. Just
how big is it? You know what? There's a video right here that I could have clicked the whole time. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Is it Is it?
Is it just a photo? Oh, okay.
Is it
Oh
just
my
a
gosh.
photo?
That's great.
That's an Ori no, folks.
I like that because if you had that on a table, it looks like real. Someone's gonna pick it up and be like, "Wait, what the heck?" You know?
But like,
Why would
it's
be
like,
fake?
yeah, I love it.
That's great.
I want Oreos now. We have a thing. We have an Oreo thing on the show, Kevin.
Yeah.
Jim in the Oreo situation. Okay, so this was okay. Okay. This was cool. I tagged this in this because I wanted to show it off. So I did one of the main things that I make and sell on my Etsy page are like fictional dog tags. Are you looking for yours now? I saw you
actually, I have one right here.
but yeah, I made some for Joey because we were playing Deep Rock Galactic at some point. And yeah, so I made like Halo ones and Star Wars ones and stuff just for like in-universe things. Well, I had somebody reach out to me on Etsy and they were like, "Hey, I really want to make some of these as can you do a custom logo? I want to make some of these as giveaways for the community commendations at the Halo Championship Series that was a couple weeks ago." I wanted to they wanted to get a bulk order of them, and I gave them a discount and everything. But I was thinking when I heard community commendations, I was thinking like, okay, this is like it's going to be like a forum thing. It's just like a group of fans on the forum that are just kind of like mailing these out to each other or something. No, apparently this was a whole freaking thing. Like they were on a live stream giveaway and everything. Like there's all the dog tags that I made in the display boxes there.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and then there were like some actual Halo esports like competitors that were getting some of these awards, and like, dude, yeah, this dude just got there's the dog tags right there, and I was like, I had no idea. Yeah, this was cool. They were like, so these people, these guys, one of these guys won one of the community accommodations, and they were in the middle of a live stream interview with this girl. When they won, and they were like, "Oh, we're just gonna give them to them later." But then somebody grabbed them and ran over to the live stream, and they like opened them up and checked them out on the stream too, like in the middle of the interview. I just like, and I've always been a huge Halo fan, so like,
yeah,
I thought it was just gonna be this like. She explained to me, these are going to go out to different community members, and we're doing a whole voting thing and everything. But I didn't know that it was going to be like, oh no, they are at the championships right now, and with the things that I made, and giving them to some of the actual players and some of the fans and all that stuff. So, yeah, so that was a thing that happened that I just wanted to brag about.
That's so cool, and I do want to say I'm really excited about the remake of the first one. Because
I was
so much fun.
I was kind of like, at first I had a similar reaction that a lot of other people had, where I was like, do we need another one? Remake? But like after seeing the footage, and it's not just like all the models from Reach just ported over in like the same, it's going to be a blast. It's going to be awesome. So Karen tagged us, Vicky souvenirs from the 1440 Makers events designed by Wexter and Bugman. Oh, so that's okay. So this
made custom models, right? For the
event.
That's cool.
That's good.
That's good. I love it. I wonder what I love using the marble filament as the hair. That's fun.
He's so good at like how some people can draw caricatures of people. It's like, but to actually model a caricature, like that's something else.
Oh, first printed out version without the bird. Is there a version with the bird?
Oh, there was. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. This looks awesome. What else we got here? We got bearded printer back with the oh, yep.
Between him and Karen with the cranberry.
I'm so right because
Yeah, perfect.
neat. I one of these.
I think.
I don't think I ever posted it. I'm so bad at making things and then I don't post them. I printed one of his floppy disks, the floppy disks.
Oh yeah,
And I used that polar filament. Yeah, one of those. But I used the polar filaments, like the old tech plastic color. I gotta make one of these too. And Karen has the she has the it's like a squeaky toy where it's like it looks like a cranberry sauce, but you and it's got a 3D printed squeaker in it. I love this.
They should collaborate together and make like a floppy and squeaky project.
I wonder how you could do that. I don't know if you could.
You just got to be like a hybrid something. I don't know. 3D printing has gone too far, kind of thing.
Look at that. And referencing what we just looked at too. TechJeeper says he made his Shane out of TPU and put the squeaker in his butt.
Yep.
Yeah, that was neat.
That was neat.
Another submission by Karen, but we're also looking at the bearded printer coming soon. I believe there was a video of this that he may have posted too. I briefly saw something about the buildings. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. So it's a lamp.
Oh man,
that's cool.
I don't know where he comes up with all these ideas because it's like that's a lot of creativity.
I like him
making floppy stuff, making like that's.
I love
a lot of assembly.
Appears to be, yeah. It's no MMU. It looks like it's all just separate color. That's cool.
That is cool. That looks really good.
So okay, I think so. Bearded printer, you're in the chat. I'm going to ask you. Neat. I'm going to ask you the question. I'm sure. Oh, you know what? This answers my question right here. Look at this. I was going to ask him if he was going to do other buildings, because like it's almost Christmas time, and you know Christmas time is the time where people like put out the little like displays of like different little Christmas villages and stuff. And a floppy turkey egg.
Oh, I was just going to say he needs to make a floppy like turkey.
There you go. Your wish is his command.
It's got like the whole everything covered. Cranberries, turkey,
ghosts, stars, American flag. I think he has a yeah, he has the other flags here. The donut, a burger. I'm gonna print one of the beards too. All right, I'm moving this over to this tab because that means I'm not gonna close it because I need to print a cranberry sauce. The building lamp is a cool idea. I love it.
It's functional and neat.
Functional and neat. Okay. Tripod with the UV laser. I forget what this is called.
That is a cool machine though.
And his dog's name is Oreo.
So do you 3D scan the dog? I take it. Yeah, I'd say so.
That's cool.
No need for photogrammetry or other scan. It was able to 3D using AI. Okay, so this is one of those like.
I was going to say, how do you 3D scan a dog? They move like constantly.
Yeah. I thought about this before, like dogs and babies and other animals, and I thought like,
wait, what? Babies aren't animals.
Well, okay, that's not. Sorry, that's not what I meant. I mean, they kind of look like creatures sometimes in their early days, but yep. Sorry. No, I've thought about this before, but like things that move that you can't really get it to calm down. If you wanted to make a 3D version of it, like scan it, or like I feel like the only way you'd be able to do that would be photogrammetry, and if you had a like one of those arrays of cameras where it's just it's like a dome of DSLRs that all shoot at the same time. I feel like that's the only way you'd be able to do it because you like that's the only way to get a solid full like collection of photos around this thing but in one frame.
Yeah.
But now we have he didn't say where he did it, and I don't think he's in the chat tonight, but I have seen these before where you can upload a photo and it just kind of does its best approximation of what that photo would be in real life or would be in 3 dimensions. And I think Bamboo Lab had something like this, didn't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
they've been
we got a
having
dog.
labs.
Hang on. Who's this?
So that's my little Chihuahua Archie. So
You said Archie?
Archie, yep. After Archimedes. So
I totally thought that at first I thought it was a corgi, and then you zoomed in, and I'm like, oh no, that's a Chihuahua. That's a massive Chihuahua. And then I realized it was standing on something in front of you.
So I made this little LED dog coat for him that's controllable from your phone. You can make it scroll text and stuff like that.
I love that.
And yeah, that's a Blackpool Tower. We have these Victorian tower thing, and they have all kinds of lights. It's famous
So
for
he matches the environment.
He does.
That is cool.
I love that.
Did a project on how to build that.
And of course, there's a write-up.
Of course, there's STL files. I had to make this little saddle thing with all the electronics on there, and you can quickly whip it off if it sets on fire.
Now every couple of minutes, you just need to have like text pop up that just says "neat."
Neat. There you go. My puppy girl June. She's actually hanging out on the doggy bed underneath my desk right now. But I got her a sweater because it was getting cold outside, and some dogs aren't really into sweaters. You know, they kind of work their way out of them. This dog is a sweater dog. When I pick in the morning, when I pick the sweater up and I kind of like roll it into a donut for her to stick her head in, she literally like jumps her head into the sweater. So I need to make her a cool little dog translator. There we go. But the dog just says neat. I love it. Well, that was super cool. He says there's a video coming soon, and this was posted a while ago, so maybe there is a video. Let's check real quick. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. There is not a video on it yet. There's a video about the UV laser doodad that he used, but not that. That's very cool, though.
That is
also
cool.
Oreos. Ajax, one of the features of our community master spool is able to restrap a partially used spool so you can move the master spool to another refill without completely using it up. With a TPU strap. What?
Wait, is that 3D printable?
Yeah, it's a TPU strap.
Oh, that is a
Oh, have you seen the new Polymaker reusable spool thing? The refillable spool things?
I don't think so.
Yeah, they just announced it like last week or something like that.
Oh,
Polymaker,
yeah, I totally missed that.
Polymaker's doing refillable spools now. It's only a couple bucks cheaper than buying a full spool, but you're also like, for me, the exciting part of that is that I can print the spool in the color that the filament is, you know, so it's easier to just kind of like from a distance at a quick glance, like grab what you're looking for. But they only have a limited like selection. They have a massive like library of colors, but it's only like 10 or 12 colors that are refillable. Well, hang on. Pezlis says 9 Panchroma colors for now. When I checked the website the other day, it was only a few of them.
Well, you know where that would be good too, or because Prusa just released that tagging thing with the sticker put it on the side. You just stick it on once, you change it out, just program it again, and you don't have to worry about peeling it off. Even though it's supposed to be easy to do that. So,
but what's cool about the Polymaker spools is that they kind of like open sourced the like clasping mechanism in the design or in the dimensions and stuff. So there are a lot of community. They don't have injection molded master spools yet. You can pre-order them, I think, or you can get on a notification list. But the files to 3D print your own master spools are out there. That's why I was excited about like, printing it in the color of the filament.
Yeah. Oh, that is cool then.
39 of the best-selling Panchroma colors: matte, starlights, gradients, silk. Okay, so I must have just been looking at one of the variants. I think it's only like, let me double check.
I like this because like I just did a big project and I had to recycle plastic and cardboard like 40 something spools, and I was like, this, I don't know, it's like one of those feelings where like I feel like keeping these, but I don't want to be one of those crazy people that like you go in your garage and like spool, empty spools just fall on you. Like,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do with? I've repurposed a few to like wrap up Christmas lights and extension.
Oh, you know what?
Like cables.
They're just continuing to add more, because the other day when I looked at this, yeah, it is. I guess I could share the thing here, but it's when I looked at it the other day, there was only like maybe the first 8 or so of these, so it looks like they're just kind of slowly adding more. But I mean, there's a bunch in the other. Yeah, so there's what their master spool is going to look like.
Gotcha.
Cool. I mean, when you do the math, the reusable spool, like, because they're also doing their Black Friday sales right now, and they're also doing like I think it was a sale that they were doing for the release of the refillable spool design thing. So I think it's like normal price, it's like $2 or $3 less than getting a full brand new spool. But like still, if you're getting a lot of filament, or if you're just a nerd like me who wants the spool to be in the same color the filament is, because that just sounds like fun.
That is cool.
$39 for launch. I'm so glad that Liz is here to help me on all the things that I'm just totally talking out of my butt about, or I'm just kind of like figuring it out as I go along. This is cool though. I love that he said it's one of the features of the community master spool, so it must be the master spool and the strap are kind of designed specifically to work together with each other. That is awesome.
Yeah, Kevin, I don't know if you saw the whole NFC chip thing with the filament spools. That seems like something up your alley too, because it's like you could. It's a whole open source thing, so you could do whatever you want with it. Like I know, gosh, was it with Octoprint or something? They had something kind of like that, but this just makes it easy now.
Yeah, I think I had an NFC reader in here somewhere. I did do a project on that a while back.
I need
That's
to.
cool.
I've got a bunch of NFC tags that I was using for some prints that I was going to sell somewhere, and then I ended up not going to the event. But I was programming them with my phone. So can you can you get a standalone NFC reader writer?
Yeah, you can use your phone. If you've got like an iPhone or whatever. Yeah. These ones you can program like an automation.
Oh, here we go. Open print tag. There we go.
Yeah, a tiny little.
Nice.
Yeah,
so I did
ones.
I did a project the other day. Oh, you go, Caleb.
Well, I was just gonna say really quick. I was running into issues where the cooling fan, my part cooling fan, was blowing the little NFC coins out of the print before it had a chance to print over it.
Oh no!
And I also had an issue where the when it was printing over it, it wasn't actually the filament wasn't adhering to the coin because it was too smooth.
Yeah.
And then Sarah was like, just put bed adhesive on both sides, because then it stuck to the print underneath and didn't fly out from the air, and it was it's a perfect adhesive for the filament to actually print onto the top of it.
That's a good idea.
Tech Jeeper's right. NFC stickers work better, but I have bad news. That's not the set that I bought, so I had to figure it out.
So I've used it for a couple things, like a garage door opener. I just put one in my car, so I boop it with Home Assistant. But I started putting them behind, taking the light switches, the covers off, sticking them behind those, and then if you got like smart lights in the room, like my bedroom, I go in there, it's like I flick the switch, turn on the light, I turn on the fan, and I'm like, so I just boot my phone now, and then like all the lamps turn on and everything. So that's cool.
Yeah. But you're already at the light switch.
Yeah, but like I don't have like the light switch don't do anything with lights. Like I'd have to walk over the fan, pull down the chain till it gets the light and all that stuff.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, it's like or I gotta yell to Google to turn on my lights or some it's like the most awkward,
Man, the problems
weird
that we face
20th
these
first.
days.
Yeah, I know, right? Gosh, I'm supposed to
It's
make
so
things easier.
inconvenient yelling to the assistant in my home to turn on the lights.
And then it's like turning on all lights. You're like,
Yeah.
no. Then your buddy's a roommate's trying to sleep or something, and you probably woke him up because it's like
Or if
midnight.
you say it just slightly wrong, it thinks you said on when you meant to say off. And then
Oh,
next thing you know, you're trying to go to bed and you're blinded by all your lights turning on.
I track like power usage with some of like Casa smart switches.
Mhm.
So like my computers and other stuff. And we were drinking a little bit the one night and we were goofing off with it. And I'm like, turn off everything. And it was like, okay, turning off everything. And it literally like the router turned off, the internet went away. And I'm like, the whole house went dark. And we're like,
but then if your router turned off, like so then you had to stand up and go physically turn everything back on because you couldn't tell it to turn it back on at that point.
Yeah.
You didn't have internet.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
funny.
it like turned off all the lights, disabled the internet, and then it just you're basically Amish at that point. There's
awesome.
nothing you could do.
My least favorite, and I know why they do it, but the feature that drives me the most nuts about our like smart home bulbs and stuff like that is the fact that if we lose power, everything automatically turns back on when the power comes back on. So if we lose power in the middle of the night, what will wake me up is the power turning back on, not because there was a loud noise or not because the microwave was beeping because the power was off, but because every freaking light in the house turns on.
I had one worse than that. I had three light bulbs in my room that were like some crazy off-brand. So you had a weird app and all that stuff. Well, we lost power. So I went to bed and around like 2 a.m. power comes back on. They flash for like a long time until they connect to Wi-Fi.
Until they're connected to the internet.
Yeah, so you can imagine 3 separate lights flashing out of sync, like going crazy, and like,
we've had that happen.
Going on? Yeah.
Oh, you wake up.
I got rid of those
disoriented because there's just flashes happening everywhere.
Yeah, and it's not even sound that's waking you up. It's just all this crazy flashing. You're like, what am I being abducted? Like, what is going on right now?
I'm crazy. Abducted. It's because we talked about Big Mouth Billy Bass again.
Yep.
We're being abducted, and they're gonna do experiments on us and tell us never to talk about Big Mouth Billy Bass again. I just need to go down. Sarah and I just need to go have dinner there some night so that I can take some pictures and post them.
Yeah,
it's like 2 left turns down the road.
Amazing.
So fix some dude. Check out this amazing make an epic presentation of the Starship Enterprise by Trevor 3D Prints. I love this design. Every year, it gets me excited. Look at that. Fantastic. With the forks holding the corn up. I think the like communications disc in the front is like a pie dish or something too.
Part of me was waiting for Trevor to like use AI to animate it, and I have no idea what it would do.
Dude, why didn't he? Oh, that would have been awesome. It just like flies away, but like the wishbone is still attached to the bottom of it.
Or someone just takes a bite out of it.
Oh, dang it. That would have been so much fun. It makes me really nervous seeing a print in the oven, but I understand the oven is not turned on. That's fun. I never printed one of these last year. I feel like I should print one this year. Then again, I have a million things that I need to print or want to print. So Cold makes... Whoa! I'm excited about these.
That's amazing.
Little snow ducks. Yeah. I haven't shown these to Sarah yet because I know, but like we're going to end up with a bunch of snow ducks. You know what I did? Her little pumpkin designs, I printed like 30 or 40 of them, and they're only this big. So I just kind of put them in random spots around the office. somebody at the office started the rumor that it was a game, and if you find as many as you can and give them back to Caleb, he gives you something. I never said that. I was just setting him around the office just for fun. But I think I'm going to be doing this with snow ducks too.
You know what Karen should do? Those cards that you flip open and it starts playing like some kind of birthday or whatever thing.
Okay.
Instead of doing just squeaky ones, do something where I think you can order those pretty cheap. Just like put those in the print. I mean, it's not good for people printing at home and they have to get them, but it'd be funny to do to your print. You squeeze it and it like plays music or something.
I mean, like the little carrot noses. Stop it.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That's so. I love it. I love them. So what I'm going to do. So one of the things that I've been doing recently to use up like old filament that I'm not really using a whole lot of is these simple like storage containers that are on Maker World. That just use like 4-6 pieces of hardware and that's it. So I've just been printing a ton of them. I'm gonna fill one of those boxes with these little snow ducks and take them to work and start hiding them everywhere.
Oh, I think I'm gonna print some too now because that would be great for like stocking stuffers. If
what is going on here? What
huge print? 11 kilograms of filament.
It's a what?
Is it HueForge?
No.
How is it doing?
Largest print I've ever attempted. It's 935 by 924 by 350. It's been running for 8.5 days.
Wow.
11.5 kilograms of filament.
That's just
there's a link to a live stream here. I don't know if it's still. Oh, okay. So there's a new print started. Let's see here. If we can find a spot.
Oh, this is a fascinating channel.
Yeah.
Is it playing?
Hold up. Yeah, it's playing. Hang on.
That must be like a custom made printer. Huge.
Yeah, that's neat. How do I make it go? Okay, there we go. So, but I mean, like, from the picture here, it looks like it's the fireplace with like the stockings built in.
Oh yeah,
like hard-coated stockings.
You can't take them off.
But like this doesn't look like infill. This looks like it's designed for a specific, like something plugs into it with a peg, maybe. Listen here, Adam. What are you up to? What's the jig? What's the gig here?
So he printed one. Now he's got to print like the other half.
I love that the blue really color. Cool. The blue color and the angles of the corners and everything kind of make it look like it's carved out of like insulation foam. Dude, I don't know what this is for, but it's cool.
Yeah, that's. I like seeing these prints that kind of push the boundaries of like.
And that came out of nowhere. Like, what is? Oh, this post was 8 hours ago. So I mean, I'm not gonna find very many answers, but yeah, this is. I might reach out to this dude and be like, "Yo, what is going on here?"
Yeah,
115 subscribers too. Like, just random stuff just comes out of nowhere, and I love it.
This is good. Like, was like, this is good. What do they call it? Slow TV.
So this is what it's going to look like in the background.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Oh, okay. I like
that one part.
I like that. It looks like the part that's printing is highlighted in the little picture-in-picture.
It's not going to change for a few days.
And then there's some of the man.
That's massive.
What's the purpose of? Oh, this is probably just to check. This is just to see how much film is left on the spool camera.
Oh,
I love this. This is super cool. Oh, look at that in the chat right here. Look at there. This is cool.
Awesome.
I didn't realize he was in the chat. My bad. I also, when we start showing off hot makes, if Jim isn't here to run the hot makes, I'm not good at. I gotta pay attention to the chat better. Check that out though. This is super super cool. Yeah, the rest of the stocking goes in there. I'm assuming that's the little pinhole I was talking about. That's cool, man.
Cool.
So since you're in the chat, I gotta ask, what is it? Just like, are you putting it on display somewhere? I can't imagine that's for a house. It's got to be like for a kind of like what it's got to be like a commission for like an office or something, you know?
Oh, you just started the stream to watch? Yeah,
It was.
it's funny
No, it
'cause
was
it's
watchers.
I think like I had someone that they're like, oh yeah, I just set up these cameras to watch birds in my backyard, and then I found myself just like turning it on just to have on my other monitor because it was kind of fun. Just
Yeah,
you didn't know what was going to happen, you know.
yeah.
So it's amazing. You don't know who's going to like tune into it when you do that, but
That's
yeah,
cool. That's cool that he's here too. I didn't know. Like,
yeah,
what a cool like. That's awesome,
that's neat.
Adam. Well done. I'm tired. How are you guys feeling? Well, it's like 2 a.m. for you, Kevin.
It is. It's quite early in the morning.
I'm sorry. We can be done. But yeah, that's what we got this week for hot makes.
That was good.
Kevin, one more time. Everybody who's watching pretty much knows. I don't know why we do this at the end of the show, but we do it. Just one more time, let us know where people can find you.
Yep. Check out kevsrobots.com. Everything you need is on there. Links to the videos, links to all the social medias, and all the projects that I've made. So definitely check that out.
Awesome. And links to all of his stuff, his website, YouTube, all that is in the description as well. Upcoming shows on December 1st, we have Ivan Miranda joining us. I better reach out to him and make sure that he's still aware that he's joining us. And then December 15th is going to be our holiday episode with all of our giveaways and stuff. That is the next episode. Like the episode 2 weeks after that would have been during like the Christmas New Year time frame. So we don't usually do a stream that during that time because we'll hang out with family and stuff. But so we got a few more episodes of this year, guys. You okay, Joey? What just happened?
I think I'm tired too.
The blank face.
Yeah, it was
awesome.
Zoning out.
Anyway, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me.
Quick update on this. Traxman says it's a project. It's a display for Christmas setup, and part or all of it will be at Remurf and Murph next year.
Oh, cool. We'll see
We
it.
may get to see it. All right, boys and girls and others, let's call it a night. Joey, your Christmas gift is going to be actually making a new outro and adding you to it. Sorry. All right,
Great
later,
game.
everybody. Bye.